This video has been rather a long time coming. This is my tribute video to an MMA boffin called Jojo. It is his birthday, so I am using that excuse to do this salutations video. And of course, in the tradition of birthday celebrations, what I usually do is I eat something to celebrate. And I have here, look at this. If this is not the biggest bagel in the world, look, it is literally the size of my head. Yes, then there we are. I don't suppose they do bagels this big in the US. There's no real point in doing a bagel this big, but there we are. I have found a big bagel, and this is what I shall eat in honour of Jojo's birthday. Anyway, so Jojo, yes, right. I met Jojo. It's a bit dry. In online. I in fact have never met Jojo in person. Although there's still time. When I first joined the forum, I think he was already there, and I joined the forum as somebody who was a real noob. I mean, I fell across the forum in March of 2006 and first heard of MMA in October of 2005. So, I mean, I'd literally been, what, about 5 months in knowing that the sport existed. He was classed as one of the boffins of the forum. He actually knew his stuff. He was, of course, like everybody, overshadowed by the great Andreas until he left. And I have no idea where he was during the schism. He probably didn't get involved, to be perfectly honest. But he was one of the people who I got on with very well because he was prepared to sort of listen to me, and he was prepared to talk to me, and he was also prepared to sort of help me understand a little bit better about MMA. Now, it's funny because a lot of the boffins used their superior knowledge to make you feel little and stupid, but he was actually seriously okay about somebody being a noob, basically, and he was able to educate them in a way that didn't alienate them. He was eventually made a moderator on the forum before the forum jump, and I think his area was looking after all the photos, but I could be wrong there. He was around for a long time. The boffins eventually sort of dried up and disappeared, and the best that we had were sort of reformed trolls, which was bizarre. And it is bizarre that a lot of the biggest boffins now on the forum who actually know their stuff are people who were trolls, you know, 4 or 5 years ago when they first came to the forum. He hasn't been around on the forum for quite some time regularly. I think he feels that he has been away so long he's going to find it hard to come back, and I would urge him to come back because everybody will remember him and everybody will love him. But life is slightly different for him now. He is married, he does have children, and he, I believe, took on a great burden with looking after his family, or there was some family thing that that caused him to take time out from the forum in a very noble capacity. You know, now, since then, he has moved on to actually performing in mixed martial arts, which is fantastic. He does have a habit, unfortunately, of winning by default when the person he is scheduled to fight gets so scared they pull out of the fight, or they don't turn up to weigh-ins or something like that. I put it down to his immense skill and our immense juju that is pouring out on the forum whenever we hear that he's sort of going into something like that. So he's really sort of quite special, I think, and I don't mean that in a subtle kind of way. I mean he, I mean that he's very, he's sort of quite dear to us, I think, on the forum. So I wanted to make this tribute video for him, and say please come back. He has a great sense of humour as well, and this is shown through his YouTube profile, which pops up every so often. He does have sort of instructional videos on MMA, and he's quite open to sort of suggestions. So there's that. But he also has funny things like sort of when it was snowing outside and he decided that he'd just go out and bounce on the trampoline with, I don't think he had many clothes on, I can't remember, but it was something funny like that that was recorded. So it's terribly dry, this. This is the oversized bagel. Don't ask me why this oversized bagel reminds me of Jojo, but when I saw it on the shelf, I just had to get it. So there we are. I'll probably like chop it up and put it in the fridge and eat it over the next sort of 4 or 5 days, because it is massive. Anyway, I hope he has a good birthday, and I hope, despite the fact that I don't know, ever so slightly hyper maybe tonight or something like that, that he sees that I'm being genuine in this tribute video, and that hopefully he considers coming back to the forum and taking his rightful place as forum boffin.